I decided to sit outside for this because it is such a beautiful day. But I saw some things that are bothering me, and I want to speak on them. You know, I followed the Collini case forever and a day, and I spoke to some of the family members, and it was obvious these men were not guilty. I read the court transcripts of what the forensic pathologists had to say and what the judge said, and it was all just insane. He went against everything that the forensic pathologist said, the physical evidence showed, and the forensic showed. And he sided with a witness who lied so many times that you couldn't even keep up. In America, he would have been discredited and seen as an invalid witness from the beginning. But I know Afriforum and Barry Rue have picked up their case, and I know that not all are so fortunate, but this is a huge problem. Farmers being imprisoned without evidence of wrongdoing. And in the past couple of days, I've looked at a couple of these cases, and I know that Afriforum can't take on every case, and I know it's a huge undertaking, especially with such a broken judicial system in South Africa. But there has to be other attorneys in South Africa or around the world that are focused on human rights and that have empathy towards people wrongfully convicted just because of people want their pound of flesh. And that's what most of these are, is mobs wanting a pound of flesh from whites in South Africa due to perceived injustices that they weren't even alive when they were perceived to have happened. So one of these cases that I don't know everything about, but I'm doing some research into it, is the Nyberg father and son case. So it's a senior and junior, and they were they allegedly killed a black South African goat farmer. But the story is kind of sketchy. I can't find any unbiased stories from here yet. But even in the stories I found, there are some problems. His son, who was, I believe, 12 at the time, is the witness. So it was said that he was beat to death and then run over. And there were two medical examiners on this, and the second medical examiner said that if this man would have been beaten to such a degree that his liver ruptured, there would have been massive internal bleeding, and he did not see this. His injuries were consistent with a car accident, which it was said they ran over him. I don't know the full story, like I said, but these men pled innocent. They were found guilty. They were given very lengthy sentences, but I am definitely going to look more into this. Another story is, I just saw this yesterday, a farmer, Willem Ackerman, and he looks like a young farmer, It says he appeared in court after he was arrested by police and charged with murder for fatally shooting a man who had broken into his car on his farm. It's alleged that the man went to attack Ackerman with a knife after he was confronted. In self-defense, the farmer then fired 5 shots. The local farm watch had reported that the incident took place on this guy's farm. It was reported that the knife of the attacker was also found on the scene. The ambulance crew declared the suspect deceased. So now this man has been arrested and charged with murder. So if someone is on your property and they allegedly, attack you with a knife, not even attack you, but they have weapons to attack you, I mean, that should give you the right to defend your home state. In America it does. Well, in Texas it does for sure. I just can't. It's not like their fear is without reason. These attacks and atrocities take place every single day in South Africa. Almost every single day. So there is a clear and present danger and a very credible fear that, people's children and their wives will be raped, murdered, tortured. So something needs to be done about this. And I wanted to make this video to speak out in hopes that someone would hear this that does know of attorneys willing to look into these cases and provide their time and their services, because this is just more punishment for something that they haven't even done. And it's just another form of psychological warfare and seeking to destroy this entire community of people, and to fracture it, and to break people, to break their minds and their spirits, destroy them mentally, physically. And it's unacceptable. And we cannot just sit back and watch this happen. We have to at least try to gain some support for these guys. And so that's what I'm planning to do. So if anyone sees this that does know, please reach out to me. If there's anything that you know of that could help, or anyone you know that even knows of someone who could help, my email is conservativetexaswoman@gmail.com. Reach out to me and we will go from there. I thank everyone for listening, and please, everyone, do your part and share the information and get it out there, because the more attention brought to these unjust just imprisonments and convictions, the better. To shine a spotlight on the court system is a good thing. It puts their feet to the fire and will hopefully hold some of them accountable for this. And we need to really bring some attention to this. So thank you very much, everyone, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.